Welcome once again to Sunday School, and welcome to Starship Galaxian. I have my fellow Voyagers here with me, Elsie, Marion, and Kaelib. And we're ready to have a great adventure with you today. As you know, last week we went beyond in faith and how Daniel had faith, even though he was in the lion's den, that God would protect him and be with him. Today, we are going, thank you, Kaelib, we are going to go beyond with boldness. And as we're going to start out each one of these Sundays for the next 3 weeks, we have that we want to share with you our vector verse, which comes from our wonderful friend EP320. Oh, thank you. He's wearing a crown. Isn't that great? That means Ephesians chapter 3, verse 20. Now listen, we're going to all give it our best shot with the vector verse. Repeat after me. Let's go. Glory to God.
Glory to God.
Who is able to do far beyond.
Who is able to do far beyond.
All that we could ask or imagine.
All that we could ask or imagine.
By his power.
By his power.
At work within us.
At work within us.
Oh, that was awesome, fellow Voyagers. I hope you got that, friends at home. And now we're going to find out how a special queen, her name is Esther, is able to go beyond with boldness, even though she is a little scared of the king. She knows she has to step forward to save her people. Hear now and see this beautiful story of Queen Esther. All right, you're on, King. All right, off to the side, my fellow Voyagers. See you soon.
You know what? No,
Yes, the king is about to have a big banquet. He threw a big party every night. And now he is asking for his queen by the name of Vashti to come and join him for dinner. I wonder what's going to happen.
Hey Vashti, want to join us for dinner?
I don't think so. What?
Oh no. You know what? Something just came to my head. I think I should get a new queen.
Did I hear you say you're going to get a new queen?
I got mad. So I decided I want to get a new queen.
All righty. Oh, and so all of the ladies across the kingdom came to try to catch the eye of the king. And then there was a guy, Mordecai, who said, oh, I have just the queen for you.
Okay. Hi.
Say what? This is cool for you.
Hello.
This is my cousin, Esther, and I think she'd be a perfect queen for you.
Why, thank you. Okay.
And now the king thought, oh yes, she is beautiful. She'd make the perfect queen. And so he bestows upon Esther a crown. As the king is putting on his crown and welcoming Esther into his kingdom, she is like, oh, thank you. And she goes to her royal chambers. Okay, Esther, go. Meanwhile, coming running in, who is that? I think it's Haman. He's got some news for the king. A plot, I dare say.
So what's the news?
My king, the Jewish people are disobeying your command. We should get rid of them because no one should disobey your imperial majesty.
You know what? You're right. You're right.
I will go carry out the order.
Oh, and so Haman convinces the king to get rid of the Jewish people, and away he goes to carry out the orders. Meantime, the king exits, and Mordecai comes to find his cousin, Queen Esther, in the castle.
Esther! They're gonna kill all the Jewish people. You have to do something. I can't. Why? You're the queen. The king will listen to you.
Okay, I'll do it.
Abigail, don't do it. I'm gonna go hide under a rock.
All right, so meanwhile, Esther is trying to think what would be the best way to approach the king. Well, the king is busy in his castle. He's having another big dinner. And Esther thinks to herself, oh, I think this is the right time that I can talk to the king. But the king does get mad when the queen comes and he hasn't summoned her. But Esther thinks, well, I am quite beautiful. I think I can do this. And so Esther comes to the king and asks him to save her people.
Can you save my people?
Please, Your Majesty. And so Queen Esther is saying, yes, Your Majesty, you can do it. You can save my people.
Can you save my people?
And the king listens and he thinks, oh, she is so beautiful. And she was bold enough to come and speak to me without me asking her to come before me. And I will. Yay! And so the king did. He saved the people from Haman's evil plot. And it took Esther with boldness to come before the king to ask that he intervene on behalf of her people. Come on out, voyagers. Esther wasn't so sure that she had the courage to do it, but with God's help and God's spirit, she knew that she could what? Go beyond with boldness. So friends, we hope that if you find yourself in the same place and thinking that you can't do something to help someone else, remember, you are never alone. God's Spirit is always with you. And remember, like we and the voyagers on the starship Galaxion, we know that God is with us and that we too can what? Go beyond.